Whisk is back, and this time it's better than ever. Yes, you heard me right. Whisk is back like it never left. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly where to find it, how to use it, and most importantly, how to get the absolute best out of it. So if you've been wondering how Whisk works or how you can start using it, you're definitely gonna wanna watch this video till the end. Without wasting any more time, let's jump right in.
So to get started, head over to Google and type Flow AI. And once you type on Google Flow, you're going to see this link here. So click on this one, this Google Flow. This is where you're going to access Wix from. So once you're in here and you've registered with your Gmail, go ahead and click on New Project. Once you click on New Project, they're going to take you to an interface that looks like this. So you're going to move over to the left hand side of your screen until you get to this part that has tools. This part that has tools, click on it. Once you click on it, it will bring you in here. You're going to scroll through until you see this. So this is Wix. Now, Google Flow has other tools. There are a lot of other tools that you can explore. A lot of people do not even know that these tools are available on Flow. But like I said, Wix is also here, and since this video is all about Wix, we're going to be exploring the Wix that is on Google Flow. So once you click on Wix, it is going to take you to this interface, and this is what it looks like. So once you click on show images, it will bring up this part of Wix. If you use the old Wix, you would remember this part. So once you click on it, you're going to have this part. You can either put in your image directly on the prompt box to create your image, or you can do it this way by going over to your left hand side. Over here at your left hand side, you have subject, you have scene, and you have style. And I'm quickly going to show you how to use it. Now for subject is the part where you put in your character. You can either create your character from scratch by clicking on this pencil icon, or you can click on this image icon to upload an image. So we're going to be trying both of them so you see how it works. Now to create your character from scratch, click on this pencil icon and then it will take you to this interface. You have your prompt box in here where you're going to paste in your prompt to generate your image. We have a prompt ready. I'm just going to come over here and put in the prompt, and this is just a prompt for a female hospital receptionist. So once that is done, go ahead and hit on generate. Once you hit on generate, it is going to begin generating your image for you. And you can see over here, this is our image, and this looks really amazing. So you can use this to create different scenes for your story. Now let's go over to use the one of uploading. If you want to upload another image, that is after you've created an image already, you're going to come over to this part that has this plus icon, click on it, and then it will bring in another box for your subject. Now you would not click on this pencil icon, you come over to this image icon, click on it, and it will take you to this part where you would see upload media. You can either decide to, upload the media from your device, or if you already have those media in Flow, you can just choose to get them from Flow. So I'm going to be uploading this from my device. I'm just going to click on upload media. Once you click on upload media, you can go ahead to now select whatever image it is you want to generate, and you can select as much as you want. So I'm going to be going with all four of this, and then once you hit on open, this will begin uploading, and you can see all the images that I selected in here. So you can just click on whichever one that you want to add to Wix. So I'm going to go with this female one. I'm going to click on it, and once I click on it, you can see that it is added to Wix. If I want to add more image, I do the same thing. Go over to the plus sign, click on the plus sign, and it will give me a fresh subject box. Click on the image icon and go over to the second image I want to upload over at Wix. Click on add media, and it will be added. And then you're going to do this for every image that you want to upload. It does not matter how many those images are, it still follows the same process. Now to add different characters and join them together for them to form a scene of your story, you will come over to this subject part of your story and select the characters that you want for a particular scene. Let's say I want the character of the woman and the man. So I'm going to come over here, select the image of the woman, and then select the image of the man. After selecting it, I'm going to come over to my prompt section and describe what I want both of them to be doing. So I can go ahead and say they should both be sitting in a luxurious living room having coffee. Then I went further to say they should also be facing each other. And remember, these images are selected, that of the female and that of the male. After that is done, I'm just going to come over to this part and hit on enter, and you can see that it is already generating our images. And once it is done, this is what it looks like. It gave us two different variations of the image that we can choose from, and this still maintain the exact image that we use as reference. So this is a perfect way to maintain consistent characters on every part of your scenes, for your story, podcast, or whatever it is that you intend to do. So let's try creating another scene, and this time for a different character. Let's create a scene for the characters of the kids. So I'm going to select both kids in our subject. So this is the image of the boy and this is that of the girl. After making sure that they are both selected, I'm going to come over to the prompt section and then put in my prompts. So I'm going to put the kids are happily playing in the park with a dog. And then once you hit on enter, it is already generating our image, and it is done generating, and this is what it looks like. You can see both images and how beautiful it looks. So now that you know how to create different scenes and how to combine characters in each scene, I'm also going to show you how to use the scene section of Wix. Now, if you want to put in a different scene, let's say Wix is not giving you the kind of scene that you want, and you already have a scene that you have in mind, you can just come over to this part that have scene. You can either also generate this scene from scratch using the pencil icon, or you can decide to upload a scene you have in mind. So let me quickly use the upload part to teach you how to add characters to your scene. So once you click on this, you can go over to your media, go over to upload media to upload this scene from your device. But if you've already generated the scene before, you're going to see the scenes in these images up here. So we're going to click on upload media. Once you click on upload media, I already have a scene that in mind. I have two scenes. I'm going to be going with this scene of a building. So once you click on it, it is going to begin uploading over here in your images. All you just need to do is just come over to this part that has add media to add it, and it would now be added on Wix. So now to add different set of characters to a particular scene, make sure the scene is clicked. Then you go ahead and select as much characters as you want to be added to your scene. So once everything is selected, come over to your prompt section and describe what you want your characters to be doing in the scene. I can just put something as simple as they are all standing outside while smiling, and it is going to begin generating this. And this is the result. You can see how it captured all the characters in our scene. So this is basically how you can put in different characters in a scene that you have, or a scene that you've already generated over here on Wix. Now, to download this image, you're just going to click on any image at all, and you will see this download icon. Once you click on it, it will begin downloading to your device. So you do that for as much as you can. Click on the download icon, and once you click on it, it would go ahead and be downloaded on your device. Now, if you want to see all the images that you've generated per time, just come over to the left hand side. You're going to see this icon labeled all media. Click on all media, and you can see every image that you've generated saved in here. These are all the images that I have generated today on this tutorial. Now, you can also automatically animate your image without having to download them first. You can do all that over here. So just come over to all media and then put your mouse on whichever one it is you want to animate. Let's assume that this is the one I want to animate. So you're going to see these icons just at the top of the image. Click on these three dots here that has more, and once you click on it, you're going to see animate. You're going to see every other options that are in here, but we're going to focus on animate. But before we head to animating this image, let me quickly show you something. Over here at download, you can choose to download this image at the original size, which is 1K, or you can choose to upscale the image to 2K before you download it. As at the time of making this video, creating images on Wix is 100% free. Now, to animate this image, you can either click on this animate button or you click on add to prompt. Once you click on animate, it will automatically add this image to your prompt. So whichever one you choose will still give you the same result. Now, once this is added to your prompt, you can now decide to describe what you want your image to do. And then you're going to come over to these settings and you would have to select your aspect ratio. Quick heads up, Flow now has an agent setting which would help you do a lot without necessarily doing too much manually. So if you want the agent to always confirm before generating, you can click on always. But if you want it to generate your videos automatically without confirming, just click on never. Now, after this is done, you're going to see your aspect ratio. So select whichever aspect ratio you want to go for. I'm going to be going for the 16:9, and then you select how many videos you want it to create per time. If you select 2, it will take more credit. If you select 3, it will take more credit. So the more you select, the more credit it is going to take from you. So after that is done for your agent setting, go ahead and click on save, and your agent will understand and will always do this for you whenever you either come to create an image or generate a video, and you can always update this setting whenever you want. Now, for image generation over here at the agent setting, you can also choose whichever tool you want to always generate your image. I'm going to be using the Nano Banana Pro. And for the video generation, you can also go ahead to choose whatever tool you want to always generate your video. I'm going to be using the VO3 Fast. Now, after that is done, go ahead and hit on save. Now, once you're done and you've put in whatever prompt you want to put in here, just go ahead and hit on enter. So once you hit on enter, it is going to begin generating your video. And if you remember, we actually set up the agent to always approve before generating a video, and this is it asking for approval and also telling us how much it would cost to generate a video. And over here you can see that it is going to cost 10 credits. So you're going to come over here to click on approve for you to approve the agent to begin generating your video, and you can see that it is already generating in here, and our video is done generating. This is it over here, and this is what it looks like. You can click on it further and then it will take you to this interface where you can see the different actions and view it further. You can decide to cut out whatever part you do not like in the video, and then you can also edit the video. If for instance there is something in the video that happened that you do not really wish for, you can come over to this part that has edit, describe your edit, and edit the video. And once you're done with all your editing, come over to this place that has download, click on it, and it will begin downloading your video. So that's all for Wix. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and if you learned something, type I learned something in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.